Hey guys, Sensei George here. Recently we featured Zen Dragon on our channel and they happen to show some joint locks that you could do in sparring. There were some points that I wanted to address out of the video that I think are a pretty cool discussion topic, and we'll give you another self-defense technique. So the technique that they were initially starting from is that the punch comes out and they get to the outside and they bar it. This is a very good technique. From this posture we can roll the arm, we can kick to the face, we can punch, etc. and take them down and trap the foot so they'll fall forward from their own momentum. This is wonderful things that you can do out of this position. But the technique that they were bringing up is, he comes for the punch, I get this, and now he starts to reel his punch back in. And instead of just giving up what I fought for, I'm gonna roll in, elbow him in the face, and then reap his leg out while taking his arm over. Pretty good technique. Now, something that I think is important to be aware of is the second arm, yeah? Because in this position here, if I come across and I don't really plan for anything, or resistance, he can slide over that with a cross punch to the face. Another instance that might happen is that because I'm moving in and my elbow is high, he can push it over and pull me into the same lock that I was just trying to do to him. So that's something just to be aware of, and a technique that I'm gonna give you today to address that. So he comes in for that punch and he pulls his arm back in. What I'm doing is I'm staying to his outside, okay? If he were to try to punch me, I'm on his outside and I'm safe, yeah? That's the most important part right there. I just stay to the outside. I'm not trying to switch from the outside to the inside. And he comes in with that and he pulls the arm in. Instead of me just staying here, what I'm gonna do is now, using the arm that's not on his wrist, pop him in the face, re-grab his wrist, and do a wrist lock. From there, kick the face and walk out, okay? So the reason that this technique is pretty darn effective is because when most people throw that cross, they don't just leave it out here, whip that arm back in. Do it again. Okay, now pull it together in one first motion, very good, okay? So that's the punch that we're learning to defend against. He's already naturally pulling his arm out. If I can catch that and get the lock, great. But if he's retracting the arm and I do have hands on it and I glue myself to it, this is great. I glued his arm to his chest. I still have to worry about that. But before me worrying about that, I glued it to his chest, I punched him in the face. Now, his hand's unguarded, I grab that. And then, what I'm gonna do is I push his fingers towards his forearm, lock it to my chest, and then what I call the hitchhiker's thumb, help him hitchhike and go all the way in the same direction his thumb is pointing. So now I get this and I whip it in the same direction, then throws him on the ground. From here, instead of trying to struggle for any locks or anything like that, self-defense, I'm just trying to get away, I can kick to the ribs and get away, or I can really, kick to the head as I try to escape and make him have a hard time getting back up to chase me. Now, again, self-defense wise, you have to think about these repercussions. If he's a really big guy and I'm afraid of him pulling me down to the ground or something, I might kick to the head while I try to get away. It's not a death strike, yeah? I'm not trying to crush his head on the pavement or anything like that. That's like I also want to put that alternative out there about the rib shot. Being able to get him in that position, hit him on the ribs and escape is very good. So I'm not just showing you guys this in a little bit more dynamic manner. So we're here together, punch comes, I glue in, punch him in the face, come back, cross, whip, hit, strike, strike. Get out of there, yeah? So that's the technique of the day. Zen Dragons, I hope you check that out and try that as well. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. どうもありがとうございました。